Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bad Guitars Podcast, episode number 54. My name is Andrew.
And my name is Kat.
Every episode, you're like, oh, damn.
I cannot believe
dang.
we have made it like so far.
Yeah, I think we're still not quite to doing it for a full year. I think that's next week.
Are you sure?
I think next week is a full year.
I'm not really sure about that.
Of us
But
just
if you
sitting
say
here,
so.
going over your weekly guitar news, pedals, amps, guitars,
The gossip.
the gossip. All things going on in the guitar industry.
Yeah.
Some news about artists here and there.
Not much, but
not much.
Sometimes
When
we
it comes
talk
up, when
about
it's
that.
relevant to gear, usually. Yeah. So we're a weekly news show for those kind of things. We're not always entirely correct on things, but we get our
sometimes we're behind on
information here.
news, but yeah.
Usually, we're usually on track with stuff. So if we don't get something this week, we probably cover it next week. We try to get everything we can from big builders, small builders, independent companies.
Cheap, expensive.
Major corporations like Boss in their PX1, all the way to, guys building pedals in their garages. So,
yeah.
Let's jump on in.
Okay, what do you have for this week?
So this week, I think I could only find 2 pedal releases. I'm sure there were more that I missed, but
yeah.
There's only 2 that I managed to get screenshots of.
I think this week you were too focused on getting the pedal that you wanted.
Not that. We can talk about that here in a little bit. But school started back up for me. Was it last week?
True.
And I just went ahead and got as far ahead on all the classes as I could.
That's good though.
I'm like 2 or 3 weeks ahead in both my classes I'm taking right now.
That's good though.
So I was focused on that. I really only got a couple of these screenshots and stuff.
Okay.
Throughout the week, and then the rest I just now, right before we did the show, gathered up some stuff. So we're gonna learn about it together.
Okay.
Let's start with the pedal.
Okay.
This is the MXR Special Edition RR104C Randy Rhoads Distortion Plus pedal. Now they did a special edition Randy Rhoads Distortion Plus either earlier this year or late last year.
Okay.
And it sold out so fast people couldn't get it.
You might have to forgive me here.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is Randy Rhoads?
Who's
that one?
Was in Quiet Riot, and then he
know.
Was in Ozzy Osbourne's solo band. When he formed his first solo band, he was the lead guitarist. You would know him as the guitarist on the song Crazy Train.
Is he still alive?
No.
Oh.
No, he's the one that died in a plane crash.
Oh. Then I might have heard about him.
I think I went over this whole thing with you the first time they released this pedal.
When they release a special pedal under someone who's dead, who'd the money go to?
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know. I mean, his mother owned a music school, and I think the school might still exist.
Oh.
Or there might be some kind of foundation that still exists. I'm not entirely sure on that.
Okay.
Anyway. We look really pale today. I'm just noticing that on the camera monitor.
Okay.
Huh.
You were talking about Randy.
Yeah. So, Randy Rhoads, the first time they put this pedal out, it was the polka dot design. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember that design. This one is nice.
So that was in tribute to one of his guitars. And now this one is same deal, but in the colorway of another one of his guitars. So pretty cool. I think it looks nicer than the other one did. You got the gold knobs, the gold foot switch.
Kind of like that.
The jacks. We're looking at the Chicago Music Exchange website right now. And they have it at $189.99, but it shows it as if that's marked down from $199.99. So I'm going to go real quick. Actually, no, I can't go back at it from here. I don't know. It's anywhere between $189.99 and $199.99. Now, I'm not sure if there's anything different with the circuit. So I'll just read the quick description here. In just a few short years, Randy Rhoads revolutionized the art of rock and roll guitar, merging fluid, classically inspired legato passages and melodies with searing violin-like leads and super saturated riffs. One of the most crucial components of this was the MXR Distortion Plus. Randy harnessed its raw energy to slam his high-gain amplifier with a torrent of harmonics to create the sonic signature that would etch an indelible mark on music history.
Oh, what a change of tone.
Yeah. No, just go. I thought it would just, I don't know.
No.
I thought we would talk about the circuit. It does say, for the first time in 42 years, the Rhoads family unveiled Randy's pedal board for the MXR design team. at the family's music school in this is exactly what I was just talking
you were
about.
talking about the music school.
So at the family's music school in Los Angeles, the Musonia School of Music, their history is made as the MXR design team carefully opened up the pedal board, closely inspecting and documenting all they could from rock and roll artifacts.
Nice.
Engineers painstakingly spec'd his Distortion Plus. So this is modeled after his exact one. So that's kind of cool. And I've mentioned this the first time we talked about this. I had a Distortion Plus once. Okay. And my reason for getting it, this was a long time ago, because I had read somewhere, I was probably like 18 or 19. I had read somewhere that Jerry Garcia had one on his board.
So you had to have one.
So I was like, okay, I'll get that. And like, at the time I was using solid state, completely clean amps, and the Randy Rhoads version of using a Distortion Plus is he was already running into a high gain amp. I was using a super clean, solid state amp. And I was running that I had like the Jerry Garcia style, jam band kind of rig. I had Electro Harmonix Qtron, I had some delays, phasers, that kind of stuff. I just could not get a sound of that pedal that I liked. And the Distortion Plus, it's very similar to the DoD 250. And people swear by both of those. Yeah.
Before you start talking about another pedal, because we're on the Chicago Music Exchange website.
Yeah.
That KMA, the Guardian of the Worm, that pedal is so beautiful. It's the first time I see a pedal like this. Oh, it's one of the recommended at the bottom of the screen. Yes, but that pedal is so beautiful.
I've seen that one before. It looks like they have that one marked down from $350 to $269.99. So while we're on that subject, now if you look at this too, you can get the regular Distortion Plus for $99.
I saw that.
So you're paying quite a bit more for this Randy Rhoads edition.
Yep.
It does say this is inspired by the supersonic airliner he flew out while on tour with Ozzy Osbourne. Randy designed a flying V-style guitar with a white finish and pinstripe accent. Yeah. The iconic instrument is inspiration for the special edition of the MXR Randy Rhoads Distortion Plus and includes an exclusive collector's booklet. We are very proud and honored by the special signature pedal. It is a true tribute to Randy's musical legacy. The Rhoads fame. So pretty cool. Like I said, I think this looks a lot better than the last version they put out, of the polka dot version. But I was never a fan of the look of that guitar. So that's that one.
Okay.
So get that while you can before it's gone. Who knows if they'll do another one.
Well, if you had the money, go for it.
So we have amps. We have a couple. Yeah, I'm not super excited about a lot of the releases this week. Really? I usually have a lot of stuff where I'm like, ooh, but like, Strymon put out a DI box that has a built-in headphone amp. And this is not the only headphone amp we're going to be talking about tonight. Okay. So the Strymon PCH Active DI with headphone amp. Now this looks kind of bulky to me. I did see it in some of the product photos where it was like on a pedal board. And it's the same size as like their smaller pedals that they have. So it's not that big. It's just kind of tall. I'm going
to make a question that might be shocking.
Yeah.
Is it really worth $279 though?
It depends on what you're looking for. This has all the features you could probably need from a DI box.
Okay.
The only DI box I ever owned was the old school style where it's like shaped like a brick. You have your 1/4-inch input on one side, XLR output on the other side, and then the ground lift button.
Okay.
And I got that for free from my old roommate back in the day because he's like, this thing doesn't work. You can have it. And he knew I like to like tinker with stuff, so he thought maybe I could open it up and maybe if there's a wire loose, I could solder it back together. It was it ran off a 9-volt battery and it was dead. So I just replaced the battery and it worked just fine. At the time, I had no use for a DI box, so I took it to Sam Ash to do some trades and stuff, and they offered me like $300 in trade for that thing. I think it was like $250 or $300. Like it was expensive. It was like a high end boutique brand, but I didn't know anything about it. I was like, oh, I don't need a DI box for what I'm doing. So, yeah, that was a cool one for me. But yeah, they've come a long way on these DI boxes. Like this one, you have left and right inputs. There's a through. There is a headphone output with volume control. You have a sum and through selector.
Okay.
So you can do sum or stereo. It is 9-volt powered, so it's standard power on there. And then you have the outputs left and right, which are XLR outputs, and you can or inputs. No, are those inputs? No, those are outs. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. With ground lifts, so pretty cool. There's a ground with lift and ground, and then there's a level switch that says mic and line. So we'll go over just a couple of the features in the description here. See what makes this 279. If you look at like the radial
what
passive.
They compare that to.
There's a passive radial highline, 250. Okay. The Whirlwind USB 2 channel, active USB and PC direct box is 255. Then there's a couple others. There's like the LR Bags acoustic pedal preamp DI box. That's 329, but that does a lot. It has a tuner that has some effects built into it.
So we can say it's like the average price.
It's pretty average. It's pretty average for the feature set that it has.
Okay.
So the features: 2-channel multi-mode DI features a stereo headphone amplifier for versatile high-fidelity monitoring and performance. 9-volt DC power architecture internally converts to a 24-volt to ensure you virtually never clip your signal. Flexible connectivity supports stereo, dual mono, and summable through output options. Unbalanced 3-pin XLR outputs ensure diverse, high-quality interoperative use with PA systems, recording interfaces, and more. Switchable mic and line level operation and defeatable ground and lift usage accommodate myriad of instrumental configurations. Ultra-low THD promises transparent, uncolored sound. And high durability construction guarantees a chassis that won't buckle under the demands of touring or traveling.
Okay.
And also onboard power provides enough voltage to drive high impedance headphones. So the only thing that I think this is lacking, and you don't need it from this device, but like what we saw up above, like there's some that have like USB PC connectivity. You don't need this thing to be an interface. I mean, that's not necessarily the purpose of it. It's a DI box. But I'm surprised they didn't just go ahead and throw that on here.
But if the 250 has it, it will be nice.
But that one doesn't have. I don't believe that one. We were just looking at the Whirlwind.
Yeah.
I don't think that one has USB. Or it has USB, but it doesn't have like headphone output or anything.
Okay, so what you're saying is that it compensates for the pack.
Yeah, and this one's also stereo, so it's stereo outputs plus headphones. I think it's a cool deal.
Okay.
There's other options in the market too. I mean, I don't know. I think this is exciting. People love Strymon, so Strymon people love Strymon, and they'll get this.
Okay.
But yeah, 279. Let's see. We got an amp. We have another.
What was the other pedal amp that you have?
So this one I actually am kind of excited about.
Here we go again. You were excited about something this week and you ended up buying it.
You told me I could. We can do that next. Oh, you know what's going on here with the...
What?
Your phone is sitting on the keyboard and the brightness is up, so it's making us look really pale.
Like we're not pale. Okay, so you are excited about this release. Why? Which cheap?
So we have covered, so far, all of Behringer's releases where they're going through and they're doing clones of the Moogerfooger series. So they've done the phaser, they've done the low pass filter, they've done the ring modulator. I think they might have done a high pass filter and a low pass filter. I don't know. All this time I've been like, I'm waiting for the delay. Now they have put out the Behringer BM14M analog delay pedal. This one's 150. I think the other ones were like 129 or 169.
150 is still cheap though.
150 is cheap, and it's an analog delay.
Okay.
You got a lot of controls going on in this thing. So
how big is that though?
It's pretty big. It's like a little bit taller. I wouldn't say taller. Like the width is about the same as like a big muff. But then from like top to bottom, front to back, the depth, I would say, if it's on your pedal board from like the front to the back, it's pretty deep. And we can get the exact dimensions here in a second. But this brings back a classic delay device back to life. Celebrated for its unmistakable warmth and high level of control. Known for sparking creativity, this reborn design delivers rich analog tone while pushing you into uncharted territory. It's a hands-on approach that invites you to sculpt echoes that can move from subtle depth to radical soundscapes. Perfect for those who thrive on inspiration through exploration.
Okay.
So this isn't just a delay pedal, it's a laboratory for sonic experimentation with CV and expression inputs for feedback, time, LFO rate, LFO amount, plus MIDI for precise parameter control. This pedal gives you unmatched flexibility. Dedicated audio outputs like delay out lets you isolate the wet signal from the dry signal, while the FB insert unlocks new routing possibilities by sending and returning the delay path into other effects. The result is endless ways to push beyond the expected. They say it's made for creators chasing texture, tone, movement, analog depth across any setup. You can pair it with guitars, drums, synths, drum machines, modular rigs. It adapts seamlessly with all the different feature set. I can't believe they can afford to price these things. Yeah, okay, so they put out the Murph box. I believe was the first one.
Okay.
That one is $179. Then they have the ring modulator was $129. The phaser was $129. I'm not seeing the other ones on this exact page, but they're all in that range. They're all less than $200. Now, I'm surprised for a delay with analog chips. If this is real, true analog, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty good price. I mean, that's cheaper than some like less feature-packed delays. I think it's really cool. Your controls on this are from the top to the bottom. Drive, output level mix, LFO shape, LFO rate, LFO amount. Delay time, feedback. In between those knobs, you have one of those toggle switches for short and long delays. And then you have tap tempo.
Okay.
The bypass switch. And then you have lights to indicate your time, level, and bypass. I think it's really cool. I'm excited for this one. I haven't heard any demos on it yet, but I knew what the original sound like, and if it sounds like that, then that's incredible. Because I think when Moog had these out, they were like $4.99 each or something, like when the originals were out.
How can they afford to make those so cheap? Hold on.
Because it's a massive corporation.
That's why they can afford to make
and
they
use cheap components, and a lot of Behringer products have been known to not hold up over time. But I think this is a cool pedal. I would be willing to give this a shot.
I was grabbing my
I don't know if you guys could hear her breathe.
Because I'm about to call you out.
Okay.
Because I know you're going to make it like it's no... You're like, oh, you said I could buy it. Hold on. So
we're going into it.
No. I'm because before you changed the story, I had the facts.
I wasn't going to change the story.
Happened. Okay.
We haven't even told the story yet.
So you sent me a story.
Mm-hmm.
What was the story you sent me?
It was an email.
I forwarded you an email. No, you didn't forward me the email. You took a screenshot of the email and you sent it to me. It was from Earthquaker Devices.
Yes.
Okay. And what was it?
Okay.
Go for it.
So I got an email from Earthquaker Devices.
Okay.
That they sent out to their email subscription list.
Mm-hmm.
That they had partnered once again with the company KGR Harmony, which is based out of Japan.
Okay.
A couple years back for Earthquaker Day, they had special edition cast iron plumes pedals.
True.
And it was a big success in 2023 that every Earthquaker Day since then, they've partnered with them again and done very small batches that they sold at Earthquaker Day. And ever since that first one in 2023, I showed it to you when it came out the first time. And we were both like, oh, that's really cool. Like a cast iron pedal. Like, and other companies have partnered with...
Too.
Other companies have partnered with is it KGR Harmony?
KGR Harmony.
Other companies have partnered with them, like Lawler, when they put out their fuzz. That was in a cast iron enclosure. That was made by KGR Harmony. So, got the email that was like, check it out. Go to their website, their USA website. They have some special editions left on the site. So they have, what is it? The plumes, the blooms, arrows, dispatch. What is it? Dispatch master. And then what's the other one?
They have 5.
Oh, the hoof.
The hoof, yeah.
Yeah. So they have all 5 of those. I don't know as of right now if they still have them. But the arrows and the blooms and the plumes are all $218.99. before taxes and shipping.
Yeah.
And then the other two vary. I think one's like $279 and the other one's like $289.
Okay.
But they're all beautiful pedals in these cast iron enclosures. And I took a screenshot of it and sent it to you for something for us to talk about on the show.
Of course. And you say, cast iron pedals are back. And
Yeah.
I say, oh, those are so beautiful. And immediately he goes, $218 for the cheapest one. And I say, the white one is nice.
But the white one's like the most expensive.
Now, I wasn't saying, go ahead and buy it. I was just looking at it, and innocent me was, oh, the white one looks nice. And then he goes, $298.
No, it's $298. That was $298.
And then he gets back to me and he says, I think these two look really nice.
The arrows and the plumes, I think, are the best. Well, because it's weird, because like the plumes one, and we'll show it here on the screen.
Yeah.
The plumes one looks just like the color of a regular plumes. It's green and yellow.
Nice. Yeah.
But I think the other ones look better because they're colors that they don't usually sell those pedals in. Like the Dispatch Master is all white.
That one.
The arrows
really nice.
is like blue and
that
like gold. Really
nice.
And then the blooms it's like black and gray.
Right? Yeah. So I say this one is nicer. I was talking about the arrows.
And I thought so too. I thought that was the best looking out of all of them.
Okay. And then we let it like that. And then you got back home from work.
Yeah.
And then you keep talking. You keep talking about the pedals.
Because I was excited about them. I thought they were really cool.
Mm-hmm. So I say, I guess go ahead and buy it. But you had to sell something to compensate for that.
Yeah.
Which, have you sell anything?
Not yet, but I've listed some stuff for sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, which
I want to talk about that next.
Okay. Okay.
So I want to apologize to our viewer, Mark, because he constantly yells at us in the comments anytime I say I'm going to sell something. He's like, no, never sell anything. Just keep buying more.
Oh, dude, but you keep buying like back to back to back.
I know. But no, it's this room cannot handle any more stuff. Something's got to go. But anyway, so I ended up ordering the blooms.
Yes.
Like we both just said, like we both thought the arrows was the better looking pedal.
That one looked really nice.
But I think I would get the most use out of the blooms.
Okay.
But this is gonna be weird because I don't know how to treat
a cast iron pedal.
Because we cook with a cast iron pan all the time in the kitchen.
Oh, but our cast iron is so messed up.
I worked in kitchens as a chef for so long that I know the proper way to treat a cast iron pan, but I don't know if any moisture gets on this pedal of any kind. If it gets humid in the room, is that going to rust the pedal? So I guess we'll have to find out and just take care of it. I wonder if it's going to come in like a special box or anything, or if it'll just come in the regular Earthquaker box. There was no real information on that. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be cool. So there's that. But going back to what you were saying about listing stuff for sale.
Yeah. Cause no, the thing is that it has been like back to back to back. So I was like, okay, just sell something to compensate the amount of money we just spent buying that.
Yeah.
And what do you list?
All right. So as far as listing stuff, I put up a couple of the pedals that I previously had listed that were not selling. But every time I relist something months later, it immediately gets more attention. So I put up a couple pedals.
Okay.
The Tascam multi-tracker that I showed in a couple episodes ago, because right now those are in demand right now.
That's like a popular item.
JHS pedal thing.
Yeah.
So I put up my Tascam for sale, which it needs to be serviced. So I put it up for $100. If it was in perfect condition, I don't even know. Right now in this market, maybe like $300. I don't know what people are paying for them. I see what people are listing them for. $400, $700. That's for like the 424, like the really in demand one.
Yeah.
This is an older model. This predates the 424 by several years. So I put that up for sale. There's been a lot of hits on it, but people are mostly wanting to trade. They're asking about what servicing needs to be done on it. I've been very clear and honest about what needs to be done with it. One person was very interested, but they're like, "Oh, I'm in LA right now. Can you ship it?" I'm like, I don't want to risk with how delicate these tape units are. I don't want to ship this thing. So put that up for sale. I relisted my Gibson Les Paul.
That Gibson.
I relisted the Taylor. And there's been some interest on both of them. One guy reached out, and I think this is just the most insane thing. This guy reached out, and he's like, hey, you want to trade the Gibson for something? I was like, what do you have in mind? He's like, I got a Marshall JCM 900. I'm like, oh, like the head? Because I don't know. I don't know that model. I know of it, but I'm not familiar if they have that in a combo as well. So I'm like, JCM 900. As far as I remember, that's not, as popular for sure as like the 800. So I did a little bit of research on it. I wasn't seriously entertaining the idea. I don't know. I don't know. The thing about it is,
okay,
brand new, a JCM 900 right now is $2,500. I believe that's what we were seeing yesterday, right?
Yeah, I think so. It changes.
Yeah. Okay, JCM 900 head.
How much is that one?
That's an open box model.
Okay.
This is an open box model for $1,099.
Okay.
So that's kind of crazy. I was seeing a new one yesterday though. I thought it was like double that price. I don't remember now. Right here on Sweetwater.
Okay. Oh,
Sweetwater has them for $2,500 for the 100-watt version. Now, I can't remember if this guy was sending me the 100-watt or the 20-watt, but I thought for sure it was the 100-watt. Let me check real quick.
Okay.
But anyway, so the guy was like, "Yeah, what do you think about this?" And I was like, "I don't even have a cabinet like that anymore."
Okay.
And so he's like, "Oh, well, I've got a Marshall cabinet that I could throw in if you have anything else to trade. I see you got that. Okay, it's the 100-watt version." He saw that I have the. I don't remember how the conversation went, but anyway, I was like, the only other thing I'm selling right now that's worth anything, anywhere remotely close to the price of a cabinet, is the Taylor. So he's offering up his, these are used products, so obviously the guitars are worth less than they would be new. The amp is worth less than it would be new. But he's offering up a $2,500 head plus a Marshall cabinet, which it could probably just be like the MG cabinet, like a real cheap particle board cabinet or something. He didn't specify on the model of the cabinet. But he says it has greenback speakers in it, Celestion greenback speakers, which are expensive.
Okay.
4 of them. That he could throw that in if I wanted to trade the Les Paul and the Taylor for both of those. And I'm just thinking, like, combined, my Taylor and Les Paul are probably worth about $1,500. He's offering a $2,500. This is again going off new prices. A $2,500 amp plus the cabinet for those two things. So used prices, depreciation, probably like a still well over $2,000 for the whole half stack. I don't know why he would offer that.
There's something wrong with the amp.
That's what I'm saying. Is the amp broken? Is it stolen? I'm not trying to talk crap about the stranger.
No.
But look at this. You can buy a bundle right here for a head and cab.
Okay.
For $33.49, or you can get a different cabinet.
That's
different
in
Marshall.
Sweetwater.
$35.99. Yeah. So like those are options for the whole entire half stack. And I know what it is too. Is like, nobody wants a half stack anymore. Like, nobody wants that. It takes up so much space. It's so heavy. You can't transport it to a gig. And that's too loud. That's just too loud. But doing more research into the JCM 900, because I remember them not being as popular as the 800.
Okay.
Or even like a Plexi or anything. It's a model I've never played. I've played the DSL models, like the lower wattage small combos. I've played the solid state MG series, which is garbage. I have played a JCM 800 before, but never the 900. And looking into it, it seems like the gain in the amp is based off of diodes. It doesn't use the tubes for the gain. It's mostly getting gain from diodes. So it's less desirable, and it causes this issue where you can't really hit like a good sweet spot in the tone unless you have the volume cranked like way up.
Oh.
And I'm not going to do that. And I know there's workarounds. You can get an attenuator. You can get like a blue note or a 2-note torpedo thing. Or, like an aux box. But that's extra expense. And I'm not trying to buy anything. I'm just trying to sell some gear. But I think that was a really good trade that he was offering. As far as trades go, for what I had versus what he had. I think that was a better offer on my end than what he would have been getting. But yeah, I just thought that was bizarre. I've never had somebody offer something like that's. Like if you're selling a Honda Civic and somebody's like, "What do you take a Lamborghini?"
Would you like one?
Yeah. Okay. No, that's probably too. That's that. The Marshall is not a Lamborghini. Marshall is like
I would say a Toyota Camry. No.
Okay, it's as if you have a 1999 Toyota Camry, and he's like, "Would you like a 2025?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's the story of the week.
Yeah, that was our story for the week. Marshall also put out a new Bluetooth party speaker.
You talked to me about that.
I forgot to load that one up.
Yeah, but we were talking about that at the beginning. Was it at the beginning of this week?
Yeah.
That we're talking about the speaker. How big is the speaker?
It's like 200 watts or something.
How big is it?
I don't know. I know the wattage. I think this is it. No, that's not it. It has like knobs on the front. They put out this giant box. I don't know. I don't remember seeing the price on it. And it shows like the ad for it showed some dude like carrying it on his shoulder, and like it has 2 inputs on it, like 2 you can plug either 2 microphones or 2 instruments into it.
Okay.
And I just think it's really funny that they've dived so far into just being like this lifestyle brand that I'm sure they make more money off that than they do amps these days.
Was it when we went to buy one of the cars? What I say, like, oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Yeah, the guy at the dealership
was that a Marshall
Yeah.
Bluetooth speaker or something like that?
Yeah.
It looked really nice. I will say that.
Yeah. But this one is gigantic. It lights up. I'm not even seeing any news on it now.
I see a lot.
What I was seeing was like Facebook ads for it.
Oh. Really?
From Marshall. So I know it exists, but yeah, I don't know. I guess you could use it as like a PA if you needed to, but I don't know. It's just funny that like they're putting so much more money into the lifestyle brand. Yeah. So that was the story for the week. Okay. We got a cool little amp right here. Speaking of expensive amps.
Okay.
This is more like the Lamborghini. Bad Cat released the Ocelot. This is $12.99.
Why would that be the Lamborghini?
Well, I guess that is less expensive than the Marshall, wasn't it?
It is.
It's a more boutique-ish brand. The Bad Cat Ocelot redefines what is possible in a small format tube amp. Delivers pro-level tones in a lightweight portable package. Ultimate tool for guitarists that demand power, flexibility, and zero compromise, whether it's in the studio, on stage, or at home. This isn't a stripped-down practice amp. It's a fully loaded tone machine. So you have 2 channels. Channel 1 offers high headroom, sparkling cleans, and can evolve into a rich edge of breakup tones with just a flick of a high-load mode switch. This isn't just clean. It's nuanced and expressive, ideal for everything from lush ballads and intricate picking. Channel 2 takes you into a higher gain territory, delivering everything from a tight, punchy crunch to thick, saturated distortion. You have independent gain and volume controls, and you can sculpt your overdrive to perfection.
Okay.
Both channels are designed to work with you, offering flexibility to switch between modes on the fly with the included foot switch. But it looks like they share an EQ. So they have independent volume and tone gain, but then shared tone. The Ocelot is more than just an amp. It's a complete solution featuring a built-in EQ with treble, mid, and bass presence controls, plus the high-load mode switch that help you shape your tone for any stylish scenario. If you want even more flexibility, the cap switch allows you to select from 6 onboard Bad Cat what is that? Dyne IR virtual cabinet presets. While the cab level knob fine-tunes your tone for the XLR headphone outputs, perfect for silent practice or direct recording. You can dial it back to 1 watt, or crank it all the way up to 20. It does use 2 notes torpedo integration, take the oscillate to another level, connect via XLR or headphones to access 6 virtual cab presets, including 5 official again, I don't know, Dyne IR cabinets. Whether you're recording, rehearsing, performing, it's got all this stuff. So essentially, it's a small wattage, compact, kind of lunchbox style amp head. Gives you 2 channels, 3-band EQ. You have a presence control. There's no reverb in this thing, though. So, bring your own reverb. Does it have... Is there a photo of the back on this thing? Here's the back. I just want to see, does it have... It does have 2 speaker outputs, switchable from 8 ohms or 16 ohms. You do have an effects loop.
Okay.
The back also has the headphone jack. You have the Dyne IR output with ground lift. You do have MIDI in, USB-C connectivity, and of course your foot switch and your standby on and power. So pretty cool. You get a lot of features in this thing, and a lot of companies these days are partnering with 2 notes for the torpedo technology to just give you the option of running your amps without having to connect to a cabinet. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
So what was the price on that again? $12.99. We covered the Randy Rhoads. Blackstar now has a new headphone amplifier.
A headphone amplifier?
Yeah, a lot of companies have them. Boss has one.
What's that?
Fender has the Mustang Go or whatever it's called. So headphone amps have come a long way. There's been things like back in the day, there was the Rockman. When I first started playing, up until recently, last couple years, they had like the little Vox ones, or Marshall had them, where it was just it was shaped like an amp head.
Okay.
And it had like the style of like different amps and stuff, like the Marshall design, or Vox had several different ones. And you just plugged those into the output jack of your guitar, and then plugged a pair of headphones into it. And then it gave you the sound of that one particular amp. And you had very basic controls on there, like volume, tone, and gain.
Okay.
And that's and it was just for your headphones. That's all you got out of it. Nowadays, all these companies are jumping on the whole headphone thing, where it's a whole processor. You have your effects, you have EQ, volume, connects to an app. So this particular one for Blackstar, the Beam Solo, gives you 35 plus effects, amp cab and mic sims, built-in tuner, metronome, and pro level tone tools right from your phone. With Beam app. So it just shows here a bunch of the different amps that they have. They have Blackstar, all sorts of different models.
They got look so cool.
They have their Ampton amp, so it looks like there's a Fender Deluxe or something. Might be a Showman. Looks like they have their take on the 5150 amp, Vox style amp, a Mesa Boogie rectifier. There's their Marshall 800. But yeah, it looks like they got a bunch of features in this thing. I mean, it's very comparable to the Katana Go or the Fender Mustang Micro, I think is what it's called.
How much is this thing?
That I don't know. I'm not seeing the price yet. Okay, $129.99. Let's compare that to the Mustang. I think it's called the Micro. Mustang Micro is $134.99, and then the Katana Go, $139.99. So they're putting theirs $10 below the other two. And there's other brands that have theirs out there, but you know, it's cool to see more brands jumping in on the trend of that. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Couple guitars.
I think that's it. That you were like loading a pink guitar.
Yeah.
What was that?
This one?
Yeah. What's that guitar?
This is the Charvel Rick Graham Signature Pro Mod DK24 2PT-CM MPL electric guitar.
Okay.
In worn shell pink. Sorry, that's a really long name.
Okay.
So one more time, that is the Charvel Rick Graham Signature Pro Mod DK24 2PT CM MPL electric guitar. I think it looks cool, except for the relicking.
You think it looks cool?
Except for the relicking.
The only reason why I noticed that guitar was just because of that. I don't like the fact that it looks worn down. Not on Shell Pink.
You know what's funny is I actually have really been into the standard model of Charvel in that Shell Pink. I think that's a really cool guitar. I want to show you that one after this.
Okay.
Just so you have a reference to it. So this one has an HSS configuration of custom wound pickups, painstakingly voiced to deliver Rick's signature sonic arsenal from glassy cleans to thunderous crunch, all the way to articulate high-gain cacophony. Beyond that, you'll value the streamlined layout of this guitar's controls, featuring dome-style volume and tone knobs, a 5-way blade switch, giving rise to a wide palette of useful and inspiring tones.
Okay.
A highly renowned guitarist from the UK, Rick Graham is celebrated for his extraordinary technical skill and expressive playing style that seamlessly blends delicate chordal passages with high-octane shredding. Rick gained his widespread recognition for his cover of Vince DiCola's training montage from the Rocky IV soundtrack.
Okay.
And he was named Guitarist of the Year in 2001 by Guitarist Magazine. Rick currently runs a popular YouTube channel where he offers lessons and demonstrates his technical prowess, earning him a devoted global following. Replete with Rick's. Because that's supposed to say complete. Oh, no, replete. With Rick's preferred. I'm highlighting as I'm going, so it's like hard to see. With the Rick Graham Signature Pro Mod DK24 2PT CM MPL, combines elite craftsmanship and performance-driven design to give inspiring instrument response.
What's up with the name?
I don't know.
It's too long.
Essentially, the highlights here, it's the signature model of guitar virtuoso Rick Graham.
Okay.
Contoured dinky-shaped body with scalloped lower back bout provides exceptional fret access.
Okay.
It's got the distressed nitro finish, which is the thing that I don't like about it. Graphite reinforced maple neck, which offers incredible playing comfort. Does have 24 frets, compound radius fingerboard with lumen lay side dots if you're playing in the dark or on stage. Bolt-on construction. HSS configuration with custom wound Charvel pickups. So there's not a name for these pickups. They're just calling them custom wound for Rick. Streamlined control layout with the dome volume. It doesn't seem like it has a push-pull or anything. Just simple 5-way toggle and your volume tone knobs. And of course it has the recessed Goto 510 tremolo, Graphtec Tusk nut, and locking Charvel branded tuners. Price on this guy is $1789.99.
Okay.
Now, the reason I've been like really into these Charvels lately, which is a kind of guitar I would probably never typically be into. Do you remember the Instagram page I've been showing you for the husband and wife duo? They go by the name Tart Vandalay.
You had shown me.
And they were kind of the first ones I saw jump on that trend of like, there's a whole trend on social media of like, oh, my friend wants to show you the thing, so you better be nice.
Yeah.
And then
my husband wants to show you his guitar.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing is they do like, oh, my husband's going to show you his pedal board, so you better be nice. And then she's standing behind him the whole time like, now tell him it's nice. So in all the videos when he's showing his guitars, he has a couple Charvels.
Okay.
And the shell pink one I think is really cool.
Okay.
I don't know what the price is on this thing though.
They are kind of expensive though.
I know.
I happened to notice just now.
Oh. Okay, so the one that I actually like.
That's $1,000.
That is. I figured this was gonna be like an $800 guitar.
Okay, it's beautiful though.
$1,059. I think this is a great looking guitar. I would play this.
Okay.
So this is the Charvel Pro Mod DK24. The regular version that's not the signature. It's the same guitar though. I mean, it just doesn't have the same features.
Charvel?
They've been around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you put them at the same level of Fender?
Well, they're owned by Fender.
Oh.
As far as I'm aware, they're still owned by Fender.
Oh.
I mean, they have licensed Fender headstock.
Okay.
But
so what's the main difference between that and the Fender one?
Back in the day, these were like the Super Strat brand of like souped up 80s metal rockers and stuff that, like the hair metal guys all played like Charvels and Jacksons and Kramers and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. But as far as I'm aware, they're still owned by Fender. Or at least built by Fender.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I'm typing with one hand over here and kind of far from the keyboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Charvel is owned by Fender Musical Instrument Corporation. They purchased the brand in 2002 as one of several brands under the Fender Musical Instrument Corporation umbrella, alongside brands like Squier, Jackson, and Gretsch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, there's one last guitar we're gonna do. There's an Ernie Ball that we're gonna skip. Sterling has new Music Man Kaizen. They have the 6 and 7 strings. We're gonna skip that one today. We might get to it next week. I just don't know enough. I just don't know enough information about what's different between this and the regular Music Man version. I mean, the Sterling lineup is cheaper. We're here. We might as well just go over it real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds here. So the Kaizen, I think it's just like a weird shape. It's definitely like
it's kind of
modern kind of shredder guitar.
I guess not a shape, but that I'm used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in collaboration with Maestro Animals as Leaders ringleader Tosin Abasi, and Music Man continues with the Sterling by Music Man Kaizen 6. Many of the elements of the San Luis Obispo counterpart remain. Definitely shaped and contour body to be roasted. Okay, sorry. Okay, so it's got a roasted maple neck and Steinberger gearless tuners. Exquisite playability and performance come courtesy of modern 2-point tremolo and straight 25.5-inch scale fingerboard, while the Sterling by Music Man design humbuckers deliver a broad spectrum of genre-defying tone, where ergonomics and progressive design collide. Players take notice. The Sterling Music Man Kaizen 6 stands as a shining example of what modern guitar is capable of. Now, here's where I get confused, because Tosin Abasi has had signature model guitars from several companies.
Okay.
And he even had his own brand for a while, and I don't know if that's no longer a thing. He had his own Abasi guitars. So I don't know if that's still around or not, or who was building those. That might have been built by Ibanez. I really don't know enough about his signature stuff. I know when we first started doing this podcast, very early on, he had his own pedal company as well. And I don't remember who he was partnered with on that.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. This looks definitely like something he would be playing. And they have the 6 and 7 string versions. But yeah, here's the highlights on the description here, is that he collaborated with Music Man to create an electric guitar with forward-thinking design. Nyato body provides lightweight and resonant tonal foundation. Extensively contoured body delivers an immensely comfortable playing experience. Roasted maple neck feels natural in your hands and resists adverse movement from environmental changes.
Okay.
It's got a rosewood fingerboard with 15.75-inch radius, 25.5-inch scale length. Sterling by Music Man designed humbuckers that offer hot-rodded output and shimmering chime. And then, of course, those Steinberg gearless tuners that we already talked about, and Sterling 2-point tremolo bridge. Now, it looks like, at least from Sweetwater, I don't know if other retailers have it in different colors, you've got Fire Mist Purple and Stealth Black. Kind of hard to see in these photos. Like, it just looks very dark.
I guess. I'm not really used to that guitar.
Yeah, I'm not really sold on the design. The price is good, $850. I think that's really fair for.
I guess if I have to choose one, I will say the black one.
I'd go with the black. I don't know if the 7 string. Let's look at the 7 string real quick. Same colors.
The same colors.
Yeah, just 7 strings, and that one's $899 because obviously you're paying for more material and more labor that goes into building it. But the last guitar is one. I think out of the guitars from today, I think this is the most exciting out of all of them, just because it's just ridiculous.
Okay.
Gibson Custom SJ-200 Monarch number 100 Brazilian rosewood in tri-burst finish. It is new. It looks like it's only on the Gibson site, and it is one of a kind. It is serial number 100. So commemorating the 100th Gibson Custom Monarch ever made, featuring exclusive specifications, including gold rope purifying perfing. Am I reading the wrong thing? Perfling. Does that say perfling or perfling?
I think so.
And 20 jewels and real jewels. Wow. Embedded in the peg head, pickguard, and bridge pins. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they only have this in the Nashville garage right now. Price tag on this thing? Okay. $99,999. It's $100,000 guitar.
Okay.
After taxes, who knows what you're paying.
What are the jewels?
It says they are in the peg head, pickguard, and bridge pins. It looks like that's the full description. That's the only description they give us.
Wait. Scroll down like not so fast. I want to see the jewels.
Let me go beyond the photos and see if there is more of a description below that. There's a video.
Okay.
All right, so back up to the top. Let's look at these. There's a lot of photos on this thing.
They do. I just want to see the jewels because if you're paying $100K,
yeah,
that has to be nice.
All right. You have the crown.
Okay.
In the headstock here. Then the truss rod cover. Roman numerals for 100.
Okay.
The back of the body has another emblem for the crown. A lot of binding on this thing.
A lot.
The neck has like a really cool flame maple thing going on. Oops. Did we just lose it?
No, it's right there.
Okay, yeah, so the back of the neck has like a flame maple thing. We keep losing the page. That's, I think, the best looking part of the body. Of the guitar is the back of that neck. Okay, here on the headstock, on the back side, you have the serial number, and then it says number 100.
Okay.
You have crowns for the fretboard inlays. There's some jewels right there. On the crown itself, it is covered in, so 20 jewels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there on the headstock alone.
Okay.
Is that
are these jewels? Too?
These are jewels on the pegs, yeah. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Where are the rest of the jewels?
I'm guessing that flower is a jewel.
It says on the pickguard. So we're up to what, 13?
Yeah, we're on 13.
Where's the pickguard on this thing?
I don't know.
Their website kind of sucks. It sucks to navigate this website. Is there no zoomed in photo of the pickguard?
I guess no. So we're just guessing the rest of the jewels are going to be there. Yeah.
All right, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and
20. Yeah. It's right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's buying this and what are they doing with it? Like, if you buy this for $100,000,
you cannot play that shit, can you?
Are you actually playing this? Like, it'd be too expensive. Like, you're just playing it one day and one of those jewels falls out. Like, ooh.
I don't know.
What are these jewels? Are they diamonds? It doesn't say. It comes with a case that, has the same kind of stuff on it. It says 100, number 100. Is that a fucking thermometer or a barometer? It looks like there's a barometer that they include in the case.
Oh, why?
It looks like it monitors the temperature and the humidity.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because you wouldn't want this thing to get any kind of like fret sprout or cracks in the body from humidity.
I mean, it's $100K.
Of course, it's gold on the inside, gold felt. Yeah, okay. They are diamonds. It does say down here on the bottom of the page. 14 karat gold filled rope binding across the top, double width abalone, perforating the remainder of the body. Gold embossed Brazilian rosewood sound hole label. Hand engraved mother of pearl and abalone monarch crown inlays. Engraved gold Waverly tuning machines. Brazilian rosewood veneer with mother of pearl and abalone crown inlays on the headstock. Hand selected woods from the Gibson Custom Wood Library in Montana. Hand inlaid and engraved rosewood shield, mother of pearl and abalone crown detail in the center and back. Body specs. What kind of woods we got? 3-piece Brazilian rosewood and FA flame maple back, and marqueterie strips. I don't know that wood. Marqueterie?
I don't know.
That's on the back of the body. Body finish is tri-burst nitrocylinder lacquer. Bracing is traditional hand scallop X bracing. The top is AAA Sicta spruce. The binding is multiply abalone binding. Like we said, it's got the gold, it's got the diamonds. And the sides of the body are Brazilian rosewood. This is just super expensive. The neck is a multiply Brazilian rosewood fretboard. 20 frets. Same thing with the inlays as the rest of the body. Okay, here's what I want. The neck is a 2-piece AAA maple neck with Indian rosewood stringers. Okay. I don't think we need to go any further on the specs on this thing.
Expensive.
It's expensive. They spared no expense. It's $100,000.
And there's just one.
And there's just one. There should not be more than one of this.
I wouldn't think so.
You could tell they really put some work into this thing. Whoever ends up with it, I'm sure they'll be really happy with it.
I guess.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody, thanks for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe. Help us grow the channel. It's really the only thing you could do to help us at this point to grow it. Yeah, we're getting there.
I think we are.
Yeah. Other than that, you got anything else?
No, let's see what you're going to buy next week.
Yeah, let's see what I'm going to buy next week. No, with the new pedal coming in, I have a big idea for the channel to change things up a little bit. I don't want to say it here now. It's something that Kat and I discussed probably about 6 or 8 months ago.
We had talked about it, yeah.
It's an idea that no one else is doing.
Then don't say it.
And yeah, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
And I just don't know if I want to publish a video unless I'm 100% happy with the way this is going to turn out, because there's a lot of details that are going to go into it. And I'm thinking of, if it works out, it can be a regular series for the channel. But it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot different than anything we've done so far. And it's going to be...
we always talk about things that we're going to do and we haven't worked on it.
I know, but like certain things that we talked about before, without going into detail, but like early on in the channel, I don't know where it is, that little fake piece of cheese. Oh, it's right here.
I still want to do it and we haven't done it.
So we bought this little piece of, I don't even know, like resin cheese.
Yeah.
It ended up being too small, but there's a project for the channel that I think would tie into this other idea. But we were going to do a charcuterie board by buying a bunch of like cheap Amazon
and we haven't done it,
or even building the pedals myself. But and we're going to put them into food shaped objects and mount them to an actual cutting board as the board. All the wiring and cabling will be done internally, so all you'll see on the top are the food items with the knobs and switches. So that is an idea that we still want to do for the channel, and I think it would tie into this other idea really well. It would definitely not be able to be the first video for that series if it does work out, but we've got ideas and we're trying to make them happen. So
anyway,
please stay tuned for that. Yeah.
I guess good night.
Yeah. We'll catch you next time.
Or good morning.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good